Hi guys. Hey, listen, we are coming to the end of Hump Day Wednesday. We're actually in wind down mode, and I just wanted to reach out to you today to tell you that if you made it through the traffic today, made it all the way to your corporate job, dealt with your boss, dealt with your coworkers, and made it back home, I just want to say, wow, pat yourself on the back, job well done. I also want to ask you something. When you were on that drive to work, did you think or do you ever think about, is there a different way that I can bring money into my home? Is there a way that I could spend more time with my family? Maybe have more fun experiences out of life? Well, I just want you to know if you had those thoughts today or any day while you were on your drive to work or at any point in time, it's pretty normal. There's that little voice inside all of us that just want to do something different, something that we can call our own. When I held down my corporate job in California, those are the exact same type of thoughts that I used to have. Oh, don't get me wrong, I loved my job. I really did. Loved my boss. But the toll that it took on me to actually get to work was just ridiculous. I mean, I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m., yes, and I would walk around. I called it bumping into the walls. I'd bump into the walls in the morning because I'd be so sleepy and so groggy, but I needed that extra time to get on the freeway, get myself ready, get on the freeway, get to work, and, do an hour drive to work. And then coming home was the same thing. So I was literally leaving home in the dark, to get to work, and I was leaving work in the dark to get back home, which was just ridiculous. Eventually what happened is I developed high blood pressure. I developed anemia, and I just know it was a direct result from the stress, not to mention the stress on the job, even though I loved my job. So that voice just began to talk a little louder and a little louder to me. When we left California, my husband and I, he was actually in Iraq, and he said, when we moved to Georgia, you don't have to work. I said, okay, great. Wow, I loved that idea. But you still have that voice in the back of your head just kind of, telling you, no, you can do something different if you want. So I was kind of battling with, did I want to work? Did I want to do something? If at the very least, I needed to at least be able to, take the edge off paying taxes and things like that. So I did entertain the thought of looking into the franchises, not travel franchises per se, but franchises just the same, because, that's kind of the way to go. Think about McDonald's and all the other companies. I mean, you find a great business model and you duplicate it. So I just want you to know I did check into, a couple of them, and one in particular, I entertained the thought about it, and I just realized that they just did not support independent business ownership or entrepreneurship. I mean, they wanted you to clock in every day, and they didn't want you to take off time from work. If you did take off time from work, that was like borderline termination of your contract with them. If you wanted more training, you had to pay hundreds of dollars to take different training modules. I mean, it was kind of crazy. So, to say the least, vacation just won hands down. Why? Because they were totally different. I mean, you pay $50 for training. You get totally certified in the travel industry. That's a lifetime certification. That's a lifetime worth of training with other vendors. And it's just amazing. They've been around for over 15 years, really well established in the industry. And guess what? They want you to take vacations, which is so cool. I mean, you just get great rates on travel. You get great perks, and guess what? When you get done traveling, you get a check, even for your own personal travels. So that I just have to say one's hands down. Not only that, we get great tax breaks and even tax refunds, which is unheard of because, my husband and I, we did start our own trucking business, and also we became empty nesters. That put us in a totally different tax bracket, and we had to contend with actually okay, what are we going to do? We really need to find some tax breaks. And that's another thing that home-based businesses do for you. Whether you own a business or whether you still work or just are an empty nester, someone going to college or whatever, just trust me, the tax breaks of owning a home-based business is just incredible. I mean, the things that most people pay for, just electricity, gas, cable, you name it. All of those things they now qualify you to have great tax breaks or even tax refunds. And that's just tremendous. It's a tremendous relief to our family. I also want to say that, it's not all about me. I really do want to be able to help other people and show them how great this business model is and how well it has worked within my family. So, what I would encourage you to do is reach out to me. Information is free. It's powerful. And I just want to say the next time I see you taking a vacation and taking pictures and posting on Facebook, I want you to be able to get paid. So reach out, give a girl a call. Love you all. Bye now.